Good morning and welcome to a day in the life of a business owner. So it's nice and early. I'm on my way over to our York office today. We've got an interview with a candidate, so I'm going to head over there, speak to the team, do a bit of a training session as well today. So you're going to come on that journey with me. I do prefer making this journey in the summer, I must admit, because it's currently dark and icy outside, and 6:30, so too early to be speaking to the team to see how they're getting on. So it's going to be a podcast for me this morning, or a couple of podcasts on the way over, a bit of personal development on the journey, and hopefully with a bit of luck should be there by about 8 o'clock. Fingers crossed, we'll see. Well, that was a bit of a pig of a journey. A lorry broken down on the motorway meant that 2 of the lanes were shut, so I'm half an hour later than I was hoping to get here. And I've just checked my diary and I've got a busy old day. So we've got an interview this morning at 9:30, a Teams meeting with a client at 11, an all company training session that I'm leading at 1. I need to get back at a reasonable time as well, because I want to do some exercise this evening. So all in all, it's going to be a busy day, and I need to sit down with a staff member that unfortunately has decided that his future doesn't lie with Rogers McHugh, which is disappointing because he's quite a long-standing member of the team. Just want to do a bit of an exit interview, really, see what the reasons are, see if there's anything that we could have done to prevent this from happening, because we certainly don't want this happening in the future. So I'll probably do that first thing. Bit disappointing really, but people leave for different reasons, and I think part of the reasons is personal circumstances which we can't affect, but you know, is there anything that we could have done as a business to make that easier? I don't know, but we'll drill down into that. So quick walk over to the office now in the cold. It is currently -1 in York, so the cold snap has not left us yet. Yeah, quick walk over and then start the many meetings that I've got in the diary for today. So it's going to be a busy old day, but I did manage to get through a few podcasts on the way over, all industry related. I tried to do that this morning, and to be fair, there was one that stood out, which was a really good podcast. Probably about 50 minutes, which was really beneficial, and I've already put that in the manager's WhatsApp group for them to listen to, hopefully to try and give them a few ideas, which is good. So onwards and upwards, and off we go. Well, what a busy day that was. I'm just walking back to the car now. Not much warmer than it was this morning, but at least it's bright. Managed to get myself a busy day. Sorry I couldn't bring you on many or any of the meetings, but they were all relatively confidential. I've had a sit down with the consultant that's leaving us. Got some good thoughts off him in terms of some things that we can do. Not necessarily that would have kept him, but procedurally when attracting staff. So we'll take that on board and implement that, because every day is a school day, and if we can learn and if we can improve what we're doing to make it a more attractive business to come and work for, then obviously that's what we're going to do. It's disappointing, but he's not going to a competitor, so if it doesn't work out, there's a chance he'll come back. And part of the conversation really today was around making sure that he left on good terms. Didn't want there to be any bad blood or bad feeling from him to us, and I never do when people leave us as a business, because you never know what'll happen. You never know when people will crop up again. You never know who might reach out to him looking for work and he can recommend us, or potential clients may get in touch with him, and yeah, I'd want him to continue to recommend us. So yeah, it's good that he's leaving on good terms, and disappointing he's leaving in the first place, but yeah, much better for him to leave on good terms, and you never know what will happen in the future. So watch this space and we'll see what happens. We had a client teams meeting straight after that. Sorry, we had an interview straight after that with a potential candidate. Not right for us, unfortunately, but it's important as any business that you're constantly interviewing, because you never know when people are going to leave, you never know when you're going to need to grow, and if that perfect person comes along, you want to be interviewing them to hire them. You don't want to just be hiring when you need somebody, because then you end up hiring the best of potentially a bad bunch if you're not careful. Just trying to avoid being run over. So we're constantly interviewing, constantly speaking to people. So yeah, unfortunately a no for us, but well worth the hour that we spent with him, and we'll feed back to the candidate, or I'll feed back to the candidate on my way home now. After that, we had a Teams meeting with a client in regards to a candidate that we placed with them and a disputed invoice. So it was important that we got that squared away, and it was good to be able to tackle the issue and jump on a Teams and get it resolved. So never want to shy away from difficult conversations, but again, you couldn't come on that. We did go out for lunch, and I must admit, one of the benefits of coming out to the regional office is to see the team and obviously socialise with them a little bit away from the office as well, and just sort of get feedback on how they're finding things. So nice lunch, brief lunch, because then it was back to the office for the training session, the company-wide training session that I delivered, which seems to have been well received as well. Yeah, and then quick wrap up with Tom, the branch manager, just discussing budgets, way forward, recruitment, strategies, billings, how we're going to get to where we need to be this year, and now walking back to the car for the journey home, which I fear at this time maybe a couple of hours. However, as I said, I've got a couple of calls to make anyway, so I'll be relatively busy in the car on the phone the majority of the way back. So I'm hoping for a nice seamless journey, certainly more seamless than the one here, and then no doubt when I get back I'll need to get the laptop out, because the one thing about travelling that always drives me crazy is that on the journey there and on the journey back, my emails just completely mound up, and I'll have a load of things that I need to deal with and action. So get back, go through my emails, because tomorrow's going to be a busy day as well. I've got meetings in the morning, and then I'm out for the afternoon with the high performers from Q4 last year, where we'll go and get some food. So I'm looking forward to that. It's always a good time to get out and just reward people and say well done and enjoy the successes, because it is a tough job at times. So rounds up my day in York. Like I say, I'll be on the phone for the next couple of hours in the car, then closing out the emails, and then that's me done for the day. We'll be back next week with another video. See you then.